In 2021, NAPS received a 35 million grant from the National Institutes of Health for his work, which will be carried out across 8 sites in the US and one in Canada in a parallel effort. Hogg, along with other researchers in Europe, is gathering a similar cohort of patients from multiple institutions across the continent for future clinical studies. Wolfgang Ortel, a neurologist at Philipps University of Marburg in Germany, who is involved in the European effort, is optimistic about the future for people with RBD. He expected that of the dozens of potentially disease-modifying Parkinson's drugs currently in clinical trials, at least a few will be available soon. I tell my patients, you've come at the right moment, or Tel says, you'll be one of the first to get the right drugs. Hoggy has also been involved in another active area of investigation, finding ways to better characterize LBD. Working with Ambra Stephanie of the Medical University of Innsbruck and other colleagues, she has been gathering measurement of muscle activity during sleep is people with RBD. They hope that this work will not only help to streamline the diagnosis of RBD, but also help doctors to detect the sleep disorder even earlier in so-called prodromal RBD, where over dream enactment might not occur, or in people who may have RBD but exhibit only small, difficult to detect movements. Their work suggests that elaborate, violent behaviors seen in RBD are just the tip of the iceberg. Hoggy says they may occur on one night, but not another. Minor muscle jerks in the hands or elsewhere, in contrast, appear to be much more frequent and more stable sign because they occur hundreds of times during the night shift.
In 2021, NAPS received a 35 million grant from the National Institutes of Health for this work, which will be carried out across 8 sites in the US and one in Canada. In a parallel effort, Hugel, along with other researchers in Europe, is gathering a similar cohort of patients from multiple institutions across the continent for future clinical studies. Wolfgang Orter, a neurologist at Philipps University of Marburg in Germany, who is involved in the European effort, is optimistic about the future for people with RBD. He expects that the dozens of potentially disease-modifying Parkinson's drugs currently in clinical trials, at least a few will be available soon. I tell my patients you have come the right moment, Arthur said. You will be one of one of the first to get the right drugs. Google has long been involved in another active area of investigation, finding ways to better characterize RBD, working with Ambra Stefani of the Medical University of Innsbruck and other colleagues. She has been gathering measurements of muscle activity during sleep in people with RBD. They hope that this work will not only help to streamline the diagnosis of RBD but also help doctors to detect the sleep disorders even earlier. In so-called prodroma RBD, where avoid dream enactments might not occur, or in people who may have RBD but exhibit only small, difficult to detect movements. Their work suggests that the elaborate violent behavior seen in RBD are just the tip of the iceberg. Who looks there? They may occur in one night but not another. Minor muscle jerks in the hand or elsewhere, in contrast, appear to be much more frequent and a more stable sign because they occurred hundreds of times during the night, she adds.